Let's see how this works. I don't know. Okay, so I've got my dogs here. Little bit of light from like there. I might have to fix this lighting system. Today my goal is to get all of these boxes that are into this one area over in that direction so we can park one more car in the garage. The reason why that car had to always stay parked in the garage is because it's electrical and we had to plug it in. It saves us a lot on gas. Look at this. Oh, giant bin of extension cords because we could not find the extension cords. That's one thing that happens. You can't find something, you really need it, so you just go and get another one. So that means we have a lot of them. Some purchased specifically for things like outdoor Christmas tree stuff. Some because we couldn't find them. Alright, so I think though that this will be a good length. I have an outlet over there and I will plug it in so I can have light in here. There we go. Let's plug it in. Woo! Okay, I think that evens up the light in the garage a little bit more. And that will be useful when I even have to shut the garage door. But eventually I'm going to mount some lights up in the ceiling. Let's put this back away. When you're dealing with a mess like this, you don't want to just totally start shoving. You want to rearrange it. This will be like the third or fourth time I've been rearranging this mess. It is a necessary step in the process of decluttering things. You have to think strategically about what your next steps are going to be. Sometimes you didn't think very well and you're like, oh, why did I put this there? But so what I see here is a little box in the middle that's small. That was an empty box. Knee pads. This is just like the coolest Christmas tree stand. I think for natural Christmas trees, I'm wondering if I can use it for my artificial ones. Let me show it to you. Isn't that beautiful? I forgot where I got it from. But I do think I might be able to use it for an artificial one. Which means, since that is Christmas, it's eventually going to go downstairs, but I'm not going to run and do that right now. I'm going to put it right there for now, something downstairs, so I can be efficient about this. There's also another box back there that has some fabric stuff in it that I tried to sew a whole bunch of drapes. Probably 15, 17 years ago. Never quite finished the job because my old sewing machine back then, which has now been taken to the scrapyard because there are no parts to fix it, it was not working very well. I could not get it to work, and that was frustrating. I didn't finish them. Now I have a box of thick, out of style fabric, but I thought about making a jacket from it. I think it might look kind of cool like that. We'll see. So I'm not ready to give it up yet, but I'll have to revisit that in a little while. But it's right there. I need to get it out of there, take control. Something I'm not going to go through. More random photography prop things that are also going to go into special storage downstairs. I do not like to store my fabrics now that I've gotten a little bit of a education in history and preservation. I don't like to store my textiles out in the garage. Temperature changes, humidity, things like that. Insects can get into the garage easier. Bad for fabrics. Ooh. Spider web. There it is, going downstairs. There were something with feathers in that other one. Poof of feathers just came out. So I have those TVs there. I have some of those boxes there. This box is labeled Smart House. It has lights, LED strips. So lit up house, I guess. Lots of boxes in the house that the lids get knocked around somewhere. I will get rid of extra lids, but I do know that I have some boxes downstairs that don't have their lids with them. So that's for a later purge. And since those boxes are downstairs, these two are going to go there. And by downstairs, I mean a basement that I've never shown you. And that's going to get organized too. I couldn't get rid of this, but now it might be time. Just the coolest picture on my TV box that we've had for a couple years now. So now I have a space over there. You can see this is the home of our lawnmower back there. And it's time to move some of these boxes around. Kind of just a closer inspection of what I'm dealing with. Not, you know. This set of boxes was not here. It was in the family room. And I'm going to focus primarily on those. But I really need to figure out where all this painting stuff belongs. Am I going to be painting in the shed? Probably not, and so it probably belongs in the garage, really. Temporarily getting these things out of my way. These are also going downstairs. hiding from the camera that you can't really see very well is a little trash can here. All right. Old baby blankets, things I've made, probably $1 or $2 in there, I don't know. Go with the lights. So that also goes downstairs. Fishing stuff, this goes in the shed actually. Smaller boxes, so a garbage bag I'll end up using. So I'll just kind of, oh no! Nice blue tissue paper. Which, you know, that sounds weird, but this is pretty good. So I do have a stash of tissue paper. So many wires, so many connectors and cable. That box actually will probably go in the house really soon, but it needs to be gone through, and there are things we need to use in it. A storage device. I hung this on my wall. I never really liked how it worked in my space, but I'm going to sell it. Somebody else might. I decided that nails do the trick better, but some people might like this a little more. Now these boxes, I absolutely know one of those boxes contains electronics that need to be taken to the electronic recycle or dump place. I just don't remember which one, and I even looked at them and I'm like, is that a good one or a bad one? So that's why this is for Vladimir to go through. And so I need a box. All right, I'm going to put this out in the shed, but I need a box of things for a garage sale. And there's an empty box, right? Okay, things for a garage sale. Things probably for the shed. That I'll have to think about. Christmas. Lights. Craft room. Random electronics and stuff I don't know what to do with. Okay, so why am I keeping an old computer case side heat shield? I might need one. Okay, more electronics. I'd hope to kind of turn some of our gaming or interesting stuff into there's a rain poncho in there. into something nice looking, but that didn't work out. Like in seasonal, right? It's fine to have ideas, try them, and they fail. I mean, they might. Don't get super frustrated. And if it's something that other people in your household need to work together with you on, it's good to kind of fly it by them before you try it, because if they're not on the same page as you, it's going to be very hard to get them to do the same things. The idea is not to make it happen your way, but to make the house organized and clean in a way that fits for everybody and makes everybody feel at home. It does take adaptation on the part of some people for some things, but you just have to, that's part of the journey, and that's why you have to kind of work with everybody, even if you're doing the one doing all the cleaning because other people have jobs or something like that. Doggy things to be organized inside. Oh. Emergency kit, we need to go through and refit. It's a 72-hour kit. These are important, but they need to be in good working order, right? Belongs in the shed, but I'm still using it right here, so I'm going to put it here for now. I think I'm going to still build some things in here with the nail gun. I'm not sure, but it does have a place inside the shed, so it's temporary. Piece of garbage. I just can't throw these in the ground. I need to find a place to put all my worn out batteries and things. Yeah. I don't want to keep these, but I don't want to throw them away unsafely either. Drink. Stay hydrated. Generator needs to be fixed. Recycle, recycle, recycle. We don't have lightsabers in these, but yeah. Inside. There we go. Okay. Lights. Lights. Oh, look, it needs a lid. That's so ironic. So funny. Isn't that how it happens, though? Oh my goodness. That doesn't fit either, but I'll just leave it there. Straps that I have a plan and a use for, so I'm putting them into my cabinet. Random bag. Oh. Don't know how this got dumped somewhere. But it's actually a backpack that can fit right, like, in your purse, just in case you need it. So I'm going to put it in this specialized box. Shed. My level tool got stuck back there. Safe place for it right now here. Random tubing from an old aquarium we used to have. Maybe I did use this tubing outside, but I have a fountain I need to repair. This is a shed thing. Okay, I'm almost there. So, like there. Old doorbell. Old smoke alarm. A couple of other things. There, I'm letting Vladimir figure this one out. Shed. That little piece of wood is too warped to do anything with. When you get it delivered, they pick for you, and sometimes it's not even usable, so you always have to get extra. Okay. More lights. But this fan I can't move because it's stuck under this box of electronic supplies for making things. And I've got this. There we go. Out of the way. The life of a photographer's wife, or maybe a geek's wife. Yeah, it's a katana. I don't think it's like sharp as a real one would be, but hard. Tarps probably will go in the shed, but I don't know how. So this is a tool for cleaning out our vents. It works. We've used it, but it's so huge. I think I'm going to store this in the shed. Although now that I've got it like this, I'm wondering. Yeah, I mean, this is a once every few years kind of a thing, so definitely good for shed storage. That's a punching bag that one of my kids got. They no longer want to use for it. We're going to be selling it. So I'll move that just a little bit out of the way towards the front, because like we're selling it, putting it on the market today, and that will be gone, but I think we'll still be able to park the car even with that in there. Now my daughter, she actually has come back from going off on an errand, and it's one of my kids, and they have their car, and this is what I've got to fit into the garage. I'm backlit. Not a lot I can do about it. I know that the car's wheels are 6 feet apart. There's 7 feet. There's 8 feet. I know I had to come out about this far. So I think if I have everything just behind that line by a couple of feet, I'll say where those boxes are, then it will be parkable today. I'm excited about getting it parkable today. So I'll move these things, but then I do have my go inside the house kind of stuff to do. Oh man. It's a job. I feel like I'm doing this pretty quickly though. There's like no such thing as clearing out a house in 48 hours. Especially one that's accumulated things in 20 years plus years. Having brought already a bunch of things from the 10 plus years previous, that's impossible. What I've done is a lot here today. It's not going to get finished, and I have to be good with not finishing everything I want to finish. I mean, that's one of the keys to cleaning up your house. It's a fantasy to have a whole bunch of people come in here and clean up your house and make it all good. It's a fantasy for you to do that quickly, maybe get no sleep or something. I don't know how people do it in 48 hours. It's not real. When you have messes like this, you actually end up finding damage under them sometimes, and that has to be fixed. You can't just shove everything in a closet and say, look, it's clean, because now your closet is unusable. So it takes time, and it's okay to take time. You just map it out. What are you going to do today? What are all the things you need to do? Map it out, and then start doing them. Checklist. It'll happen. Whoa. Now. Let's do this now. I think my solution to this one is going to have it on its side. Found this on the floor in the garage one day, and I was like, what is this? I think it's just some of my husband's photography equipment, you know, maybe a mic thing, but it's so tough. But I was like, this looks important, so I didn't throw it away. I see where it goes now. Here. There we go. All right. Well, I'd have to say that is mostly mission accomplished, but I really don't feel comfortable with anybody driving in here. They might accidentally run into that thing until it's sold, which is okay because it belongs to the person who owns the car too, and that makes sense, right? But basically one car could park in here right now.